Hello, 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 everybody. It's your girl, Corinne. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things sex, thriving in your singleness, and self love. And today's video is going to be about self love. We talked about having a foundation with God in our last video, and in this video, we're going to be talking about getting neutral. Okay, you do not have to go from I hate myself every day. I don't want to wake up. This is the most terrible place. The earth is ghetto. You don't have to go from that to I'm so wonderful and the birds in the trees and the deer is just looking at me and the bird flew on my shoulder and it chirped. Oh, and the chipmunks bring me breakfast in the morning and I love myself so much. You don't have to turn that switch on. It's actually kind of impossible unless you have like a life or death experience or something that's really pivotal that just kind of changes how you perceive yourself and everything else. So you don't have to do the life is terrible to the next day. Oh my God, this is the most amazing day ever. This video is about getting neutral. The self love journey is steps, it is ever evolving, it is ever changing. We're never done, and when you're done, you're dead. So don't take it from such two extremes. It's unhealthy. Think about a bariatric patient, right? Somebody who's extremely overweight. The first thing you do is not tell them, go join the CrossFit games. It's not going to work out. They're not conditioned, they're not ready, they're not prepared mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. They don't have it in them. And that's not a bad thing. It just means they're not ready for it yet. So what somebody might do with the bariatric patient is say, let's do something small, right? Let's take a walk. Or, instead of sitting down for 10 minutes, let's choose to stand up. We start small. So the same thing in our self-love journey. You don't have to be this over dramatic, everything is always happy, sunshine and rainbows, because that's what you see other people doing. You're on your own journey. So the purpose of this video is to help us get neutral. Say neutral things about yourself and work up to super positive, right? So let's go back to the example. The world is terrible. I hate myself. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm a loser. Just all these things that most of us are saying to ourselves, right? We are our biggest critics. We are our biggest enemies if it goes unchecked. So instead of saying, I'm fat, I'm ugly too, I'm wonderful, I'm amazing, I'm a supermodel, I'm the best looking person on earth, I have the best spirit, the best body, the best mind. Let's just go to, I'm alive. I have arms, I have legs, they work. I know that may sound dull, but it's neutral. It's the facts. There are no judgments. There are no judgments in that. You have an arm, you have a leg, that is a fact. No one is able to dispute that, not even you. Your arm works. If you can move it, your arm works. That is a fact. So get very neutral. Example. What this does is it moves you forward and it ditches the negative without making you say things and do things that you don't believe. The worst thing that could happen is for you to get to a place where you're saying all these things about yourself and you don't believe it. That's the worst thing that could happen, because you may be able to propel yourself into a place, right? Get your foot in the door, but you'll have that kind of imposter syndrome. A lot of people talk about imposter syndrome, right? They get to these heights and they're like, oh my God, I don't even deserve to be here. So they feel so inadequate. They could be in the boardrooms talking, millions, trillions, billions. They could be in the concert, packing out arenas, and they feel so unworthy, and then it just drops because they can't sustain it. You can make it there, but can you sustain it, right? You may be able to get some confidence, but can you sustain that confidence? And we want sustainability in our journey. So that's what getting neutral will allow you to do. How to get neutral. Here's an example. Let's say you're working on saying kind words to yourself, and instead of going out And saying things we don't believe, we're just going to say, I'm living in my functioning to body today. Thank you. Simple. If you are living, that is true. If your body is functioning, that means if you're able to go to the restroom, if you're able to eat, if you can move your hands, your legs, your knees, say thank you after that. I'm living in my functioning body today. Thank you. If you are in a relationship that you don't like, right, and you're really judging yourself for it, you can say, I am living in my body today. Thank you. For the relationship, I am in a relationship and continuously learning. Thank you. No judgments. Get neutral. Say thank you. It's not going to be the fireworks that I think most people promote of, like, get up and just do it and you're amazing, which you are. But for sustainability, I think it's helpful to get neutral. Tell the truth, no judgments, and then once you can do that and get the negative talk out, then we can move on to going extremely positive. We can move to, I'm amazing, I'm beautifully and wonderfully made, I'm incredible, I'm the best thing that ever happened to this earth in my capacity, right? Like those kind of things. Save that for when you really believe it and feel it in your body. And right now, we just need to get neutral. So if you have a negative thought, you don't have to swing that's on the left. You don't have to swing all the way to the right, right? And do something super positive. Just get neutral about it. And so let that be your goal, is to just get neutral, right? Kick out the negative and to just get neutral. And after that, we will focus on the positive. If you have made it to the end of the video, I am just so thankful and would love to hear if you have any comments, feedbacks, questions, or concerns about today's content in the video. Please remember, I am not the end all be all on self-love. I am still learning and growing and developing and evolving and falling and failing and trying to get myself. So please have some grace for me, and I'll have some grace for you as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.